So you're still a 10 for that chocolate craving. Okay. And so let's just do a little bit of exploration there without tapping first, just to just think about it. And again, just in that energy of really loving and accepting yourself. There are no wrong answers. Whatever happened, whatever your journey has been, it's totally okay. And if your craving goes down, that's fine. If it goes sideways, if it doesn't go down, that's okay too. But just that love and acceptance is the main thing here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, have you always had a chocolate craving?
As far as I can remember.
Okay. So as a kid or as a...
Yeah. It's pretty... yeah. In fact, I don't know if there's such a thing as genetic sugar craving, but my father has the same issue. So yeah, I've always, as far back as I can remember.
Yeah. And so your dad was the other big chocolate lover in the family?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about your dad.
My dad he's still alive. He was, as far as him or as far as I go, my relationship with him.
Your relationship with him.
Oh my God. Here we go. He was my, he was a really special guy in my life. He was like the big guy, the guy that was protective, the guy that could take care of anything, no matter what happened to me. He was there. He was big. He was over 6'2" or 6'3", and just very capable. And we were really close. He taught me to ski, snow ski, when I was a little girl, and I skied with him a lot. Even though there were other siblings, when I got older, he lied so I could be on the ski patrol and told him I was 14 when I was 16. And so we spent a lot of time skiing together and both loved it very, very much. And then when I was 16 years old, we were supposed to move to Indianapolis, and he had gotten a job. He worked for Allstate, and he was being promoted, and there's just a lot going on, and I know he was in Indianapolis by himself, and I'm sure he was not eating well. I'm sure he was eating way too much chocolate and sweets and whatever. But anyway, I think that from what I've been told later, I did not know this at the time, but what I was told later was that he, I think, was a very much perfectionist and felt like he could do anything he needed to do, and the job was more than he was ready for. And back in those days, it was like, do the job or quit. And so I guess he bought a gun and he went to the local park, and he was just going to kill himself, and decided that wasn't the way to go. And so instead, he drove all the way home from Indianapolis, and that day I came home from school, and he was in the VA hospital. And
let's go ahead and tap then. What are you feeling emotionally? Where is it in your body?
Right.
Yeah, right in your heart.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's a high number. You don't have to give it an exact number.
Yeah.
But
It's probably a 9.
yeah. Yeah.
An 8. Yeah.
Yeah, so even though, what would you want to use as a setup statement for that event? So even though Dad...
Even though Dad...
couldn't do it all, or try to do it all, or...
Ended up... Even though Dad became a different man. He was never the same.
Yeah, even though he was never the same.
Never the same.
I deeply
and
completely accept myself. Even though Dad was never the same after that,
Even though Dad was never the same after that,
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Dad was never the same after that,
Dad was never the same.
and that hurts.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dad was never the same,
Dad was never the same.
and I feel bad about that.
And I feel really bad because I didn't want him. I wanted my old dad back.
I wanted my old dad back.
Yeah.
I lost my old
I
dad.
lost my dad.
I lost my dad. Yeah, I lost my dad.
I lost my dad.
Lost my dad. Lost my dad. He was never the same after that.
He was never the same.
He was never the same.
No, he went from being so strong to, in my mother's eyes, and I guess I took on the same as being weak.
Yeah. So, in your mother's eyes, he was weak after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, even though he was weak after that, I lost my dad. I totally accept myself.
I totally accept myself.
Yeah, I lost my dad.
I lost my dad.
Wanted the old dad back.
I wanted my old dad.
Didn't have him.
Didn't have him.
Completely accept myself.
I completely accept myself.
My old dad
My old dad
went away.
went away.
Wanted him back.
I wanted him back.
Didn't have him.
He never came back.
He never came back. Let's do the night gammon on that. So, tapping up at point, close your eyes and open them. Eyes hard down to the left. Eyes hard down to the right. Eyes in a big circle all the way around slowly. He never came back.
He never came back.
Wanted him back.
I wanted him back.
He never came back.
He was never the same.
Was never the same. Accept myself.
I accept myself.
He was never the same.
He was never the same.
Never came back.
He never came back.
And I accept myself.
And I accept myself.
Go ahead and follow my fingertips over here. So keep tapping the gammon point. He never came back.
He never came back.
Was never the same.
He was never the same.
And I accept myself.
And I accept myself.
I accept myself
I accept myself
fully and completely,
fully and completely.
even though he never came back.
Even though he never came back.
He was never the same.
He was never the same.
And I wanted my old dad back.
And I wanted my old dad back.
Capable.
Capable, strong.
And after that, he was weak.
He was weak.
Mom thought he was weak.
Mom thought he was weak.
I thought what Mom thought.
I thought what Mom thought.
I wanted my old dad back.
I wanted my old dad back.
I still want my old dad back.
I still want my old dad back.
And I love and accept myself.
And I love and accept myself.
Wanting my old dad back.
Wanting my old dad back.
Wanting things to be the way they were.
Wanting things to be the way they were.
And they're not that way.
They're not that way.
I want them to be that way.
I want them to be that way.
And they're not.
They're never going to be that
They're
way.
never going to be that way. And I accept myself,
And I accept myself,
even though they're never going to be that way.
even though they're never going to be that way.
Okay, keep tapping and hum. Count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good. Hum again. What's happening here? I see you smiling there when you hum. So, is it a tune that you like or he liked or
It's
something?
a
Or what's...
song I used to play on the piccolo. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Happy song. Let's take a breath now and tune into your heart area and see what number you are when you think about your dad coming back from that trip to Indianapolis, winding up in the VA hospital.
feels better. I almost don't want it to feel better,
Right.
but it feels better.
Yeah. And just pick the chocolate again and just open one, just smell it, experience it, and just see what your degree is of craving for the chocolate.
It's less.
Less, okay, yeah. And so, he liked chocolate, and you like chocolate. And you may be worried that you don't want it to be better because that may mean, in your mind, less caring for him or less connection with him or less feeling for him. Yeah. So
Like I should be a better daughter.
I should be a better daughter. Even though I should be a better daughter. Let's generalize there.
Can I?
Even though I should be a better daughter,
Even though I should be a better daughter,
I love and accept myself.
and accept myself.
I should be a better daughter.
I should be a better daughter.
I really should be a better daughter.
I really should be a better daughter.
By hanging on to all this pain
By hanging on to all this pain
for him and the rest of the family.
for him and the rest of the family,
I'm hanging on to all this pain,
I'm hanging on to all this pain,
and I accept myself.
and I accept myself.
Hanging on to all this pain.
I'm hanging on to all this pain.
Can't let go
No, I can't let go
because I need to be a better daughter.
because I need to be a better daughter.
That means hanging on to all that pain.
I'm hanging on to all that pain,
And I accept myself,
and I accept myself.
even with all that pain.
Even with all that pain, and even though I didn't let him get close to me or get close to him again. He scared me. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. Keep going. Just keep talking about that feeling.
He was just different, and my mother took me to see him in the hospital, and he didn't really know who I was or what anything was all about.
Yeah.
And I wish I hadn't seen him like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Next time you were around. Thank you. I wish I hadn't seen him like that.
I wish I hadn't seen him like that.
Go ahead and let's go to the present tense. I still see him like
I
that.
still see him like that.
That's hard for me.
And it's really hard for me.
Tap both sides. I still see him like that.
Still see him like that.
And it's really hard for me.
And it's really hard for me.
I still see him like that.
I still see him like that.
Even though it was a long time ago.
Even though it was a long time ago.
I wish I hadn't seen him like that.
I wish I hadn't seen him like that.
There are parts of my life
There are parts of my life
that I wish hadn't happened.
that I wish hadn't happened.
And they did happen.
And they did.
And I love and accept myself
I love and accept myself
with all those parts of my life,
with all those parts of my life,
including seeing my dad
including seeing my dad
in the VA hospital.
in the VA hospital.
I wish I hadn't seen him like that.
I wish I hadn't seen him like that.
I did see him like that.
And I did see him like that.
I'm seeing him like that now.
I'm seeing him like that now.
And I love and accept myself
And I love and accept myself
just the way I am.
just the way I am.
Not really.
No,
Yeah. It's hard to accept myself the way I am.
it's hard to accept myself the way I am.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to accept myself the way I am.
It's hard to accept myself the way I am.
It's hard to accept my dad the way he is.
And it's hard to accept my dad the way he is.
It's hard to accept the world the way it is.
It's very hard to accept the world the way it is.
And I take it easy on myself. No, I don't.
I try.
I try and take it easy on myself.
myself.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm pretty hard on myself.
I'm pretty hard on myself.
So So I love and accept myself,
I love and accept myself,
even though I'm hard on myself.
even though I'm hard on myself.
I'm so hard on myself,
I'm so hard on myself,
and I still accept myself.
and I still accept myself.
Being hard on me,
Being hard on me,
changing in ways
changing in ways
that I don't like.
that I don't like.
I still accept that me.
I still accept that,
That me. No, I don't.
I want to accept
I
that
want
me.
to accept that me, yeah. And I don't.
And I don't.
I want to accept that me,
I want to accept that me,
just the way I am.
just the way I am.
And I don't. I don't love that me.
I don't love that me.
I wish I did love that me.
I wish I did love that me.
Who else will love that me
And who else will love that me
if I don't love that me?
if I don't love that me?
Yeah. Let's just sit with that for a moment, because those are big, heavy thoughts. Just feel your body. Feel your feelings. Let's tap here again on the reversal point and say, I want to accept that me.
I want to accept that me.
I want to go easy on myself,
I want to go easy on myself.
but I can be pretty hard on myself,
But I can be pretty hard on myself,
and I'm okay anyway.
and I'm okay anyway.
Even being hard on myself,
Even being hard on myself,
being demanding on myself,
being demanding on myself,
wanting myself to change,
wanting myself to change,
wanting my life to be different,
wanting my life to be different,
wanting my dad to be different,
wanting my dad to be different,
and I can't change it all.
and I can't change it all.
I accept it the way it is. Not really. I don't accept it the way it
I
is.
don't accept it the way it is.
It's got to change.
It's got to change.
I don't accept it the way it is.
I don't accept it the way it is.
Acceptance,
Acceptance.
accepting the world,
I have to accept the world.
accepting my dad,
Accepting my dad.
accepting me.
Accepting me.
Let's go straight to the 9 gamut from there. So tapping the gamut point, closing your eyes and opening them. Eyes hard down to the left. Eyes hard down to the right. Eyes in a big circle. Accepting the world. Accepting me.
Accepting me.
And follow my fingers again. So accepting the world.
Accepting the world.
Accepting me.
Accepting me.
Accepting my dad.
Accepting my dad.
Just the way he is.
Just the way he is.
Just the way he is not.
Just the way he is not.
Just the way I am.
Just the way I am.
Just the way I am not.
Just the way I am not.
Acceptance.
Acceptance.
Lack of acceptance.
Lack of acceptance.
No acceptance.
No acceptance.
Full acceptance.
Full acceptance.
No acceptance.
No acceptance.
Full acceptance.
Full acceptance.
No acceptance.
No acceptance.
Full acceptance.
Full acceptance.
Accept myself.
I accept myself.
I accept my dad.
I accept my dad.
I don't accept myself.
I don't accept myself.
I don't accept my dad.
I don't accept my dad.
It's all too much.
It's all too much.
All much to deal with.
All too much to deal with.
It's my life.
It's my life.
Just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
Just the way it is not.
And just the way it is not.
Things I don't have
The things I don't have
that I wanted.
that I wanted.
Like my dad.
Like my dad.
Things I don't have
The things I don't have
that I wanted.
that I wanted.
That I want still.
That I want still.
That aren't there.
That aren't there.
Love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Things that I want.
The things that I want.
They aren't there.
They aren't there.
I want them so much.
I want them so much.
All my wanting
All my wanting
isn't enough
isn't enough
to make them be there.
to make them be there.
They still aren't there,
They still aren't there,
no matter how much I want them.
no matter how much I want them.
And I can't accept that.
And I can't accept that.
I want things to be different.
I want things to be different,
And they aren't,
and they aren't.
no matter how much I want them to be.
No matter how much I want them to be.
I want my dad to be different.
I want my dad to be
I
different.
want me to be different.
I want me to be different.
I want my life to be
I
different.
want my life to be
It's
different.
hard to accept.
It's hard to accept.
It's so hard to accept.
It's so hard to accept.
Too much to accept.
It's too much to
It's
accept.
too much to deal with.
It's too much to deal with.
Can't deal with it all.
I can't deal with it all.
It's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
And it is.
And it is.
It just is.
It just is.
It just is.
It just is.
I can't change it.
I can't change it.
I want to change it.
I want to change it.
I try so hard to change it.
I tried so hard to change it.
I try so hard.
I try so hard.
It is the way it is.
It is the way it is.
I can't always change it.
I can't always change it.
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Just the way I am.
Just the way I am.
Just the way my life is.
Just the way my life is.
Just the way it is not.
Just the way it is not.
Love and acceptance.
Love and acceptance.
Me.
Me.
Dad.
Dad.
My life.
My life.
My mom.
My mom.
My family.
My family.
Everything.
Everything.
Love and acceptance.
Love and acceptance.
Okay, take a breath. We've just done about 10 years of healing work. It's really amazing to watch you go through that. So let's keep tapping the reversal point over here. And so your dad in that situation is me where you wanted a different result. And our lives are full of events where we wanted a different result. We tried hard to create one, weren't successful. And then, the time comes when we've done a bunch of things, we're in our 40s or 50s, and suddenly there's all these things that didn't work out the way we wanted. And there are many things that did work out the way we wanted, but many didn't as well. And it is hard to accept them. So
I didn't get the life I thought I was going to have.
I didn't get the life I thought I was going to have. Yeah. I didn't get the life I thought I was going to have. Tap on all the points while you say that.
I didn't get the life I thought I was going to have.
Yeah. Side of your eye. Didn't get the life I thought I was going to have.
I didn't get the life I thought I was going to have.
Under your eye. Didn't get that life. Thought I was going to have this life.
I thought I was going to have this life.
Didn't have this life.
I didn't have it.
Didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
I wanted it so badly.
I wanted it badly.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
Finger points didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
The life I thought I was going to have.
The life thought I was going to have.
Didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
I wanted that life so much.
I wanted that. I worked so hard.
I worked so hard for that life. Yeah, good, okay. I worked so hard.
I worked so hard.
I still work hard.
I still work hard.
Every day I work hard.
Every day I work hard.
People don't see how hard I work. But I'm working so hard.
I'm working so hard.
For the life I want.
For the life I want.
And I don't have it.
And I don't have it.
And I accept that.
And I accept that.
No, I don't. Okay. So close your eyes and open them. Eyes down hard to the left. Eyes down hard to the right. And follow my fingers again. We'll do that. Eyes in a big circle. So don't have the life I want.
I don't have the life I want.
I worked so hard for it.
I worked so hard.
Worked so hard.
I worked so hard.
And all my hard work.
And all my hard work.
Didn't produce the life I wanted.
Didn't produce the life I wanted.
All my hard work.
All my hard work.
Didn't produce the life I wanted.
Didn't produce the life I wanted.
And I can't accept that.
And I can't accept that.
I can never accept that.
I don't want to accept that.
I don't want to accept that. I don't want to accept
that. I
that.
don't want to accept that.
All my hard work.
All my hard work.
Didn't produce the life I wanted.
Didn't produce the life I wanted.
And I don't accept that.
And I don't accept that.
I don't want to accept that.
I don't want to accept that.
And I have to accept that.
And I have to accept that.
Because that's my life.
Because that's my life.
And I love parts of my life.
And I love parts of my life.
Even though I don't love all of my life.
Even though I don't love all of my life.
Some things did work out.
Some things did work out.
Some things didn't work out.
Some things didn't work out.
I worked so hard.
I worked so hard.
And even though I worked so hard.
And even though I worked so hard.
Some things didn't work out.
Some things didn't work out.
Dad didn't work out.
Dad didn't work out.
Other things didn't work out.
Brian died.
Yes. Yeah. Many things didn't work out.
Many things didn't work out.
And I accept myself.
And I accept myself.
I still accept myself.
I still accept myself.
Even though some things didn't work out.
Even though some things didn't work out.
Many things did work out. Many things did work
Many
out.
things did work out.
Many things didn't work out.
Many things didn't work out.
And this is the life I have now.
This is the life I have now.
I accept parts of it,
I accept parts of it,
and I don't accept parts of it,
and I don't accept parts of it,
which haven't worked out well.
which haven't worked out well.
Some parts have worked out well,
Some parts have,
some parts have not,
some parts have not,
and that's my life.
and that's my life.
Okay, a big breath. Okay, go ahead and rub the sore spot over here. Rub on both sides. Just rub. On your chest, that's good. Keep breathing. How does your body feel there? Is it sore or is it not too sore?
It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
I feel a release.
Good. What do you feel a release of?
I don't.
Something physical or something emotional?
I just feel lighter.
Lighter, yeah. Yeah. Well, you've just done a gigantic piece of emotional work, an astonishing piece of emotional work. So I can see how you feel lighter. Yeah. Because you've carried this since you were, that little girl. So, yeah. So tune back into your body now and see what your number is around your heart over here where you felt that intensity before, and see what number that is now that you've released all of this.
It's a lot lighter.
Yeah.
It's hard to give it a number, but it's a
Yes.
whole lot lighter.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Calmer.
Okay, I dare you to say, I love and accept myself. Give it a try. So, even though all this stuff happened,
Even though all this stuff happened,
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I came through it.
I got through it.
I got through it.
I got through it.
That's a miracle.
And that's a miracle.
I got through it.
I got through it. I'm still here.
I'm still here. Amazingly enough, I'm still here.
Amazingly enough, I'm still here.
I got through it.
I got through it.
All this stuff.
All this stuff.
Dad's just the tip of the iceberg.
It's just the tip of the iceberg.
I got through all this stuff
I got through all this stuff
to make it this far.
to make it this far.
So there are all these parts of me
There are all these parts of me
that are okay.
that are okay.
Not perfect
Not perfect
by any means,
by any means,
but there are many parts of me
but there are many parts of me
that are okay.
that are okay.
Yeah, good. So what you just glimpsed here is just some themes to work with in subsequent sessions. So you know now that there are these, just this dad, but there's also this other stuff to work through. And but doing what we've done tonight is perfect. Just that one piece is so good, because probably you reduced the intensity of a whole bunch of events at the same time by doing this, because you really got into it. You really were willing to be in that space so completely that you were awakening all that neurology, all those signaling patterns in your brain, and then tapping gave you a chance to reduce the intensity of them all. So, yeah, that was something.
Thank you.
Now let's see if it's had any effect on chocolate.
She does.
So let's grab those
Melted.
melted chockies. And just go ahead and give your craving a number on a scale of 0 to 10.
It's a whole lot less than it was yesterday when I left here and went home. I don't know. It's I'm a 3.
A 3, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I'd also encourage you to, and this is going to sound paradoxical, don't do anything more tonight.
Oh God, no.
This is just like a massive amount of emotional work you've done, and just like take it easy, let yourself off the hook, don't demand anything more of yourself, and let this be enough. Let this sort of settle into your system, because your whole energy system has just like been shaken up and like is landing in different configurations right now. So
Yeah.
give me a time.
I'm just in awe of all that just happened just by dying. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, actually, I think you were subtly trying to give us a demonstration of handling excessive intensity by tapping. Working on when self-acceptance is the problem, and finding statements to make. So we wound up working on all these pieces we've been talking about in class. And it really does work. We just stick with it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Exhausted.
Okay, let's all take a deep breath, because that was intense, because those themes are there for all of us. All of us have times when things don't work out. It was with a parent in that case. It may have been with a marriage, it may have been with a child, it may have been with a job. We all have those times when we expect our life to be a certain way, and then it isn't. And so you get to be 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 90, and you're looking at the fact that my life didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. Now, it's usually not a total wasteland. There are parts that did work out okay, but there are all these griefs and losses, and we haven't mourned them. So when that happened to her as a child, did she ever have mom sit down and say, I can see how disappointed you are by what's happened to Dad. This really sucks. This is terrible, and I can see how you feel bad about this. But probably no one did. Probably no one talked about it. So it got swept under the rug, and now suddenly, years later, it's still causing her all this pain and grief. So the goal is to just, it's hard to accept, it's unacceptable, and we have to accept our lives just the way they are. And tapping lets us let go of all those losses and griefs and unresolved issues to where we can just relax and give ourselves a space of nurturing. Because if we don't give it to ourselves, there's no fairy godmother that's going to give it to us. If we don't give ourselves that space of love and nurturing and acceptance, then it's hard for anyone else to do it. But if we can give ourselves that space, then we tend to attract nurturing, loving people as well into our lives. So it's hard when there are losses, problems that you feel you can't accept and the client can't accept. And then that may be the best you can do, just accept parts of your life. Parts of my life did work out okay. We'll let those be in our awareness, as well as the parts that didn't. And that's fine to do that. And it's not a client to try and tackle this huge piece of emotional work in one session. It's vast. So making that progress is a huge shift from where she was before. And now that she's lessened the intensity of all of these losses, all of these parts of her life that didn't work out the way she'd hoped for, then she can start to tackle specifics again. So we work generally on all of these things with the 9-gamut technique. Then we can start to go back into specific things that didn't work well in her life later on. So we went from the specific to the general, and then in other sessions we might go back into the specific areas that didn't work out and events that didn't work out. So again, that's how you do all these things in practice. That's how you go from handling a lot of intensity, going general, then going back to an event later on. That's how you keep on tapping through intensity. As she's having all that emotion pop up, I'm sitting there and thinking, how do we get through this? I'm not sitting there thinking, I know. I don't know what will happen next. It's not like I'm some sort of, wise, all-knowing seer that knows how the session's going to end. It's going to end well. You sit there and you tap. You have no idea how the session might end, but you just keep on tapping, keep on moving with the process, and miraculously, just this little bit of input into your nervous system, into your stress reduction system, tells your brain, tells your body, tells your hormones, I'm safe. And gradually their degree of triggering goes down. And then once that happens, it generalizes to all similar events like that in their lives. So it's really powerful, and this kind of showed us how you apply many of these ideas in practice. So, and also, of course, then that reduces your craving, because the craving, of course, is tied into at least the old closeness with Dad that she lost. Dad liked chocolate, I liked chocolate. I lost the connection with Dad. Now the best connection I have with him is through this thing wrapped in foil that I put in my mouth. So you deal with the emotional underlying anxiety and grief and other emotions, then suddenly the degree of craving for this drops way down. So that's a powerful way to work with cravings and addictions.